What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a pair of Kobes that I have been waiting a long time to get my hands on. This is the Kobe 5 Zebra Demar Derozan PE. Before we get into these, I want to remind you that this video and all the other content on my channel is for educational and entertainment purposes only. If this is your first time here, if you'll go ahead and like and subscribe for me, really appreciate that. It is very helpful to the channel. You can also then be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at kvegaskickz. Guys, I appreciate the support. Let's take a look at these Kobes. So I've been trying to get this one forever, guys. This is the world killer batch of this shoe. I tried multiple times to get the Star batch, and for whatever, I'm a size 13, and it seems like anytime Star released them, they were like sell out instantly, at least in my size. I don't know if they make fewer sizes or fewer of the larger sizes, or if they just don't make enough in general. But at any rate, and then there was an OF batch that didn't look all that great. So thankfully, the world killer batch of these is now available. Let me show you where I picked these up from, guys. One of my favorite Instagram sellers constantly puts out PE Kobes. Definitely a good page to follow. Be sure to mention Kvegas. I know he'll take care of you. And let's see how he did on these. So you do have that Kobe 5 Protro outsole in this nice light gray. Rubber compound on this pair feels very good. Not flimsy at all. Like when I'm trying to move the rubber, very sturdy. You got your real carbon fiber with your Shizuku in black. I have already had these out on the court. They do squeak on the court for those of you who are going to ask that. So there's a shot of that, and the grip was insane, like right out of the box. Like one time, I mean, I almost rolled my ankle because the grip was so good. I wasn't expecting it. I mean, I didn't, but I'm just saying it like really stuck. So I was very impressed with the traction right out of the box. That Cushlon midsole is in a nice matted out gray finish. You can see your Nike Zoom, the Kobe code braille, and then of course the KB up at the toe box of the right shoe, 24 on the other one. Going around to our medial side, this pair looks to be pretty clean from glue residue, both from the outsole to the midsole and the midsole to the upper. Definitely like to see that. And toe box area looks nice and clean as well. Now, as far as the fit and the comfort of these shoes, these are a men's size 13, and in my opinion, the World Killer batch, it's a comfortably snug one-to-one fit. It is not too tight on me, but I don't have any extra room either. So, you know, I would say go with your normal Kobe size unless you're a wide footer, then you might want to go up a half size. Now, comfort-wise, the World Killer batch is going to give you front and back zoom units. So, whereas with a Protro pair, you would only get a zoom turbo unit in the forefoot, that top loaded. With this World Killer batch, you get that, but then you also get a zoom unit in the heel. So you got double zoom. So if you like that setup, this is definitely a great option for you. Very comfortable, very bouncy right out of the box. That zoom turbo unit did not feel too stiff. Very, very impressed with these. Upper of the shoe, of course, you have that skin fuse upper with the fly wire. Of course, you can see the zebra print and then like a checkerboard kind of swirly pattern all over. This pair, such an eye-catching pair. Again, I've been trying to get my hands on them forever. So glad that Max released these, and he did a great job. You got your perforations up here, your gray Kobe laces over top of that torch tongue that you can see, and then you got some like neoprene up here with almost like a patent leather feel here at the top with that black Shizuku nicely glossed out and pressed into the tongue, not just stuck on. So that looks good. And then you also got a pretty good shape on the tongue. That nice little spiral there, that looks good. A little bit wider here at the ankle collar area, which is pretty standard for a World Killer batch, but no problem at all. And then of course you do have that correct split insole where you got the 2-4 on the two different shoes and then half of Kobe's face on both. I did remove that insole from the other shoe, so we'll see that in a moment. You got that glossy black swoosh. It is spaced out nicely. Typically on a men's 13 with a Kobe 5, what I can do is put my finger right here, and if it covers up that space between the swoosh and this line right here, that means it's spaced out properly. Like if I had an S2 batch, not that S2 makes this colorway, but just an S2 Kobe 5, and I did what I just did, there'd be a little bit more space there. They don't quite space it out as well, but that looks pretty well spot on. Your mesh padding back here has that same print, as you can see. The padding felt really good on foot, really hugged my Achilles. You got a good notch down in here. Did not feel any heel slippage with these at all. And then the back of the shoes, of course, again, you got that Kobe 5 World Killer shape, a little bit wider. Again, it's gonna look fine on foot, and you know, again, I'm just happy to have a pair of them. That's a good quality batch. Would have loved to try the Star, and maybe will one of these days, but just no luck getting them. So these things definitely got me excited. You got your Kobe 5 heel counter with the 5 indentations and his signature, of course, in light gray. And then the medial side, pretty much a mirror image of the lateral. Of course, you do have your perforations underneath that swoosh. Everything looks great. Beautiful pair of Kobe's. Let's check out the left one. Looks good as well. Of course, you do have the 24 on this one. Other than that, there is no differences between the two shoes. Back of them, I think, looks perfect. Good craftsmanship, everything lines up. Another shot of that glossed out heel counter with the signature and your Nike Zoom. And let's check out the medial side. Everything looks really great. Materials feel on point. I've gotten, I want to say about 4 or 5 now, Kobe 5 World Killers. I had a pretty good stash of Kobe 6s, but I hadn't had as many 5s, and so far I've been very impressed with them. I will say too, one thing that I noticed initially with my buddy Healed Kobe 5 World Killer, if you saw that review, the midsole on the World Killer feels a little bit softer, which I like, not quite as stiff, more responsive. To me, it lets me feel those zoom units a little bit better. So that's just my personal opinion, but I feel like the cush line here on these is not quite as stiff as some of the other batches. There's a shot of that Shizuku again. And let's check out the Strobel and see if we can see the outlines of those zoom units. I think you can kind of make it out. I can see it in person. Not sure how well it's showing up on camera. Same thing up front. But you do have, again, for the World Killer, you got those double zoom for sure. No problems there. Size tag, it is a regular size tag, not like a PE or anything. So that doesn't really matter, being that these were a PE and didn't actually release, but try to show you guys everything there. Inside, I get these laces tucked back in. They did just come with your regular tissue paper, pretty standard for a Kobe. And then, of course, like we said, you get that Kobe 5 insole, the blue ortholite foam, the 2, and then it'd be, if you pulled them both out, 2, 4, and then half of his face. So that is correct. Being a World Killer, this one had the Max hang tag on it right there. And then Max also threw in a pretty nice Kobe keychain here with his jersey, with the 8 and the 24. And then this little basketball, so that's cool. I mean, and it's metal. It's a nice high quality keychain, so nice little bonus. And so I try to show you guys everything. Let's set these to the side and take a look at the box. Then we got one other thing to look at, which is really cool. So this one's gonna come with that first gen Kobe Protro box, just a flat black lid with the gloss signature and Shizuku. Gloss swoosh there, your branding on the bottom. Another swoosh, and your box label is going to be Kobe 5 Protro. You got wolf gray, black and white, men's 13. Inside, just some regular white tissue paper. Nothing else inside the box except for that keychain. Max did a great job protecting the box. I always appreciate that. And now we're going to take a look at this bonus that I picked up from him. So this is a Kobe Elite backpack, and man, this thing. So he's got a bunch of different ones of these available, and so I obviously went with the black and gold, but I was a little curious, let's say, about what the kind of quality would be. But this thing, number one, it's heavy duty. The material feels exactly like my daughter's got a Nike Elite bag, and material is spot on. You do have the air actually in these straps, and then of course it's got the swoosh on the back. You got your Shizuku. It does have the Kobe hang tag. The front, of course, has that nice gold foil Shizuku. You got all your different bags, including the insulated bag in the front, and it's very well, it's a good size. Like when you open it up, it's hard for me to get it on camera, but this thing, he did an amazing job, and we'll definitely be picking up some more. Like I say, he's got, I don't know, half a dozen or more different colors that you can choose from. So one thing that you may not even be aware that he has alongside the shoes. So definitely wanted to show that, and shout out to Max. He was able to ship these together in the same box. So if you're interested, you can actually order that along with the shoes, and you wouldn't have to pay for extra shipping, I don't believe. So anyway, wanted to let you guys know that for sure. And guys, that is my unboxing review of this Kobe 5 Zebra, the Demar Derozan PE. I hope you enjoyed the review and that it was helpful for you. Let me know what you think about this pair in the comments. Be sure to follow me on my other socials and be on the lookout because we got a lot more of these reviews coming your way.